Welcome back, folks, to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the Complete Edition on the Nintendo Switch. When we last left off, we had explored a forest area where we met someone who said one of his friends got killed by a bear. And then we got to the Gilded Vale, where we stumbled across this grisly sight of dead people hanging on a tree. This urgent guy told us about Lord Reldrick and Hollaborn, and then the bell toned 3 times, signaling the death of a Roderick, meaning the child of the Lord died. They told us we came at an ill-gotten time. So, let's continue our journey, shall we? Let's hop to it. Okay, now let's see. He told us to go to the inn, but let's go... Oh, who is this?
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Looking for someone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns to his attention away, watching the village around him. The man smiles broadly. Welcome to our lovely village. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, withering flowers, and notes of half erased by the rain. Let us go to the blacksmith and sell all that stuff that we have. Because we have a lot of stuff that we really don't need currently. Now, if you notice these yellow things right here, you can actually pull the spirits out of these people and learn a bit about their backstories, if you want. So far, I found no reason to. Ooh, ale. But you could do that if you want. I might do that every so often just to see who people are and whatnot. Oh no, I went to the wrong place. Oops. But we found Norton again. The man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing 2 boiling satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices you and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Hello.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brow furrowing with confusion. Do you know this woman, Norton? Norton coughs. Yes. I think we met in the Valewood. I warned her about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you make it. Was there something else you wanted? You two seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. Ingrid laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. We've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and she looks to Norton. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Norton reaches to take her hand. Time for some new scenery, he says. Is there anything you can tell me about the Gilded Vale? Ingrid smiles warily. Only that you'll want to be moving as soon as you can. You have seen the tree, I imagine. But the rot goes deeper. If you were looking for work, I'd say you have better chance of it elsewhere. We're headed for Defiance Bay ourselves, Norton adds. Goodbye. Interesting. So that doesn't seem suspicious at all, now does it? The guy dies, he goes to tell the wife, and they're already hugging and embracing and planning to move? It's suspicious. Suspicious activity is suspicious. But we won't know for sure until we go to the cave. But we're not going to go to the cave quite yet. We need help in order to do that, because I don't think I can take a bear by myself. At least not yet. Is this? Black Hammery Smithery. Yep, this is where we want to go for now. And sell some things. because we're carrying too much stuff and we could use the coinage. Especially now, before we get companions. Account of Turtrin's sales. The pages are nearly empty. Oh. The Aguma man is one of impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is a dusty blue out of the deeper oceans. His thick arms boast corded muscle. His small ears frame a square jaw face coated in smeared soot and acne, and acing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome! You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? Is this your shop? That it is. Been here nearly 20 years now. Seen all manner of things over the years. Good luck and bad. Tatum glances at the guard standing watching along the wall. But the Black Hammer Smithery remains. What do you have here? You come at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stocks are not what they used to be. We've fine weapons and armor to offer, all forged right here at Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect that they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe, to make some coin. Taturum snorts, as if the lot would dare. Scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you can keep an eye out for the supply wagon. Or my shipments, at least. They'd be cutting through the black metal, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Radric. He glances to the nearby guards, and that is as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll find your supplies. Then you have my thanks. You bring the supplies back, and I'll have plenty more to offer you. A discount to start. Oh, and if you find my workers, tell them to hurry it up or they can take up farming instead. So we got a new quest.
Well met, friend.
But let's see what he has first. Let's sell stuff we don't need, like this. Alright. We got lots of stuff we can sell. Let's keep that just in case. Okay. Rod, two-hand. Oh, it glitched. That's supposed to be chicken, not a rod. We'll sell that. And that. Alright, we got 748 copper. So let's see what we can buy that can help us. Breastplate. But I have heavy armor, so that's much better than that. It looks like not much. They have lots of enchanted stuff too, but we can't afford it. Ah! Remember this? That wall from earlier? Let us buy that. And let us buy the pry bar. We will need that for later. Alright. There we go. Now we got some items that we can use for later. Now we didn't get too much for that, but that's okay. Yes. Now let's go to the inn, where we need to rest, if I remember correctly. Excuse me. Yeah, come on. I guess it's not too bad. I just hate loading screens sometimes. Okay. Now, where is... Oh, it's over here near Anoth, it says. So let's go over there. Ooh, a flower. Always want to pick these things. breath spell. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm, his face partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
She spits at his feet. What should I say? Well, I'm technically a good guy, wasn't I? Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drinking, but his gaze is focused. We're humble folk, but we're no fools. Not like he thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Adrian's.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Whoa!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Back down, all of you. This is absurd. This is unnecessary. Would you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? You gonna take that from him, are you? I'm staying out of this one. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh, well. Okay. Well, it's your funeral. Look at that. Just one hit. He's down. Look, they're down. As the last of the attackers fall, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Actually, that was fun. You mean slaughtering them? You're welcome.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of frayed embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leather work beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Tell me about yourself. How did you manage to get stuck out here? You better have more to say for yourself than that. How did you manage to get stuck out here? He laughs uncomfortably. That is something of a long story.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
A Beldwig? Or several hooded figures operating a strange machine. I'm gonna say that. Olaf goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnest. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
What are you doing in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Like I said, I'm also the settler. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls. That's my own business. We'll say
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. And he has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
His darting glances take in the tumbled-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. How did you manage to cross those 3 drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell the other one to go flock his sister. You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sisters. I see. We'll say this one. Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeve. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens too easily after a few pints. And the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief. But before he could speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard that you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. You don't look like a settler. You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So I could decline his offer or have him join. We're going to have him join. So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
So now we have 2 people, and he's a wizard. Let's take all this. Let's sell it. And let us go to the inn. Yes. Okay, villager. Anyone seen Hurley around? He's usually drinking his head off at this hour of the day. Good to see a few new faces around. Feels like the village is getting smaller by the day. And there's Pesca.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to... The innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you! Tenefith told us about what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenefith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back and working in the kitchen. So what would you like? Let's go talk to, what's his face first? Oh, we leveled up. Let's do that real quick. Alright, let's... Mechanics, lore, athletics. I got 1 more left I could carry over. Alright, Zealous Endurance. Fills the paladin and his or her allies with unshakable confidence, increasing their damage reduction and converting a potion of income. Incoming hits to grazes. Cannot be activated with other zealot orders. Zealot Charge. Inspires a paladin and all nearby allies. The hell? Pardon that. Inspires nearby all allies to charge fiercely into battle, increasing their movements and disagreement defense. Cannot be activated. Blah 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 blah. Okay. The paladin enters pure convictions, instilling clarity of purpose to him and her allies, increasing their accuracy. Okay. And this does adding burn damage. Let us go with endurance. I like that. There we go. Pardon the phone ringing. I don't know if anyone else gets spam calls from like different countries. It's really weird. I just got one from Taiwan. Oh, it's you, my savior, he says, making a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's good to be back. Not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets. My dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and healthy. May it serve you well in your travels. Well, now we can make pie. Spoons hanging by the fire, coated in brownish gunk. Actually, let's see if we can do that now. Crafting. Savory pie. This is what he said we could make. Nice. Alright, now let us go sleep at the inn. But we will do that next time, folks. Until then, I will see you later. Happy later.